Ready? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I were a fish and you caught me, you'd say, look at that fish, shimmering in the sun. Such a rare one, can't believe that you caught one. If I were a fish and you caught me, you'd say, look at that fish, heaviest in the sea. You'd win first prize if you caught me. Why is everybody on the internet so mean? Why is everybody so afraid of what they've never seen? If I was scrolling through and I saw me flopping around and singing my song, I'd say, damn, they're cute and sing along. If I were a rock, you would pick me up and say, that's a nice rock, skippiest on the lake. Plop, 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 I'm the perfect shape. And if I were a sock, you would put me on and say, that's a nice sock, happiest as a pair. I found you, now I'm not scared. Why is everybody on the internet so mean? Why is everybody so afraid of what they've never seen? If I was strolling through and I saw me flopping around and singing my song, I'd say, damn, they're cute and sing along. How lucky are we? Of all the fish in the sea, you get to be you, and I get to be me. Just let 'em be me. We're as free as can be, to be the youest of you, and the meest of me. If I were a fish, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. If I were a fish, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. If I were a fish, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. If I were a fish, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. This is the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. Yeah!
Hello, everybody. Welcome on back to a very different stream than normal. Also, I forgot I had this button on my stream deck. So, yeah, that's fun. Just like I didn't have this on the art scene stream deck. I only had it on the gaming scene. So now I can just whenever I want. So that's fun. That's real fun. Alrighty. I just realized, should I have chat on screen somewhere? I didn't really think this through. Oh, you're leaving? Don't worry, you're here with us in spirit. Thank you, Bun.
Say my name.
Yeah, see? It's fitting.
Daddy.
Oh, actually, do you know what might be kind of fun? One second. Everyone chill the fuck out. I think I know what I'm doing for the chat box. So we have a chat box right here, right? But what if, hear me out. Ooh. But it's not only gonna show like one line. So if someone really spams chat, it's gonna fucking hide everything. Hold on. And then the text. Where the fuck put the text? Ah. Oh my god, I'm moving everything I don't want to. You know what? This doesn't really have to be here, honestly. Fucking, we're putting you away. Because I feel like chat's gonna be relevant for these streams. Do I think I have time to throw together a quick thing? I might. Hold on, I might. One second. You're relevant! You are relevant. But unfortunately, it only has relevant on screen. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a thing real quick. Hey yo, we're gonna real quick play around with an overlay. Alright. I believe it's an engagement? No? Streams chat. Woo! Checkered chat. I sure am TO. Yes, you am TO. Okay, now there should be a way to have this be like horizontal. 750 wide. Gek. Oh my god, it's Gek. I could have sworn there was a way to make this just horizontal, but honestly, I think that that's fine. It's long enough. Think of the horizontal values? Probably, actually. I probably am. But honestly, I just want it to be wide enough to show up on the screen well enough down here, you know? Actually, I can actually get a decent size for this. Okay, that can be even wider. Actually, 25. Like, let's do. No, like 50 doesn't. No, it should be wider than 50. Fucking whatever, 1,000. I don't care. Yeah, that should be fine because I can just go down here and it'll let chat kind of show up. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Save. Copy a link to this. I actually have to send a link to myself about this because I'm on my... I'm on 2 different PCs and this shit's always so much more difficult to have to manage between 2 different PCs. And I don't want to log into Stream Elements on the other PC. Oh, the buns! Alright, browser source. What's that gonna coding chat? One second. Could have made this thing not visible. I didn't even think about it. No one's expecting this to be a genuinely serious stream, right? I'm just saying. It is a genuinely serious stream, but no one's expecting it to go well, right? Oh, why is that so fucking small? That is so small. You just added browsers, right? Like I said, it's an overlay explorer thing. It's in the overlay explorer thing. Wait, what? Is that on Stream Elements? No. Oh, a second. Overlays gallery. Okay, actually, yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that. Oh, it's gonna be a widget, duh. Yeah, I can't seem to find it. Just gonna double check this. Oh, no, no, that's not how that works. It was! Okay, fair play. Oh, do your work! So you had the both screaming at you. Yeah, that might be fine. Wait for another message to show up. I should probably also remove the other chat box so it's less confusing. This thing down here. Why is that so difficult to read? Like, am I crazy? I'm gonna make that bold. Maybe that'll help. Do Comic Sans? It's not my branding. Did I hit save? Your Comic Sans. Minimal chat instead then. On. This is looking okay here. I'm just trying to make like some text visible on screen because I do also record the streams and it would be nice to have some semblance of the back and forth. Okay, that's themes. Yeah. Reading is hard. It's like, I'm probably just making this more complicated than it has any reason to be. Fucking... Oh my god, 2 keyboards is very confusing. We're gonna keep using the Charlie still says she's using an IRC window? Oh no. Manus Raid! Oh, there's Manus Raid at least. Okay, Wind's text is basically impossible to read. Oh, Storm's is pretty clear to read. Welcome to the stream where I'm learning how to code for the first time. Please, let's spend a good amount of time at the beginning just setting up on-screen text. This makes sense. This fits. Words. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take this. This is acceptable to me. Just no one uses /me messages. Not unless your text is very clear to see on my bright as fuck background. Okay. Fun. Alrighty. So, we'll abuse this. Oh, shit. Okay, TS is really easy to read, actually. Okay, so here's what we're doing, right? I had a very, very sensible, totally normal and reasonable idea to try and make a game. However, I recognize that I am not equipped for that. Not yet, anyways. So we are going to try and learn Godot. I have made the tutorial game, the little tutorial thing. And in that, I had at least an hour where I wasn't able to do any. What, bud? What? Wait, I had at least an hour where I had to fix a mistake because it wasn't working right, and it was like one line of code I forgot. So the chat is under. That's the point. I don't want it covering the entire screen. Like it's very difficult to make stuff legible here. Yeah. It's kind of the unfortunate thing, you only get to see the most recent message. It's like, best I could do as an alternate is like, make it a little bit visible one line up, which actually, let's take a quick look and see how that actually looks. We have to put this over here, and then I crop this down real low. But like, that's real hard to see. So, and if I make it small enough where all of it shows up there, it's impossible to read. So yeah, this is just what you get put over your face. Oh my gosh, mate. I'm not refunding that. Are you meaning invert the freaking the chat box? What's this music, by the way? This one right now is OC Remix number 581, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Jungle Jazz by MK Vaff. Sad. Yeah, white text wouldn't show up on the background thing. And by the way, all of this around here will be filled with text. So having text up here kind of, it'll just get lost in the noise. So if people have an idea for me to like genuinely have the chat visible on stream without sacrificing legibility of what I'm doing, I'm all ears. I'm willing to experiment. Hardcore jazz, hell of a combo. Yeah, right. Okay. So yeah, this is gonna go really well. I know that I am not equipped to make a game yet. I don't know everything that I need to know. I know the basics of coding, and I know the basics of understanding this program, and I know the basics of like how to think to do these type of things. So I'm equipped to start learning, and that's what we're going to do. I set aside this work week. Chat filling the screen, middle of the screen. Oh my gosh. While he's not equipped to make a game, never stopped him. Exactly. What I'm doing is I am not going to dive into that game design yet, to the big game thing. I am instead going to make a couple of little things to better understand the program, where I will fuck up and where I need to work on stuff. All right. So what we're doing here, what we're doing today, or at least until it's done, is we are going to be making a very simple little thing where there is a plant that's growing and you have to water it. That's it. That's all we're making. We're going to add a couple other features afterwards, after we have the basic thing down, but that's all we're making. All right. We are going to learn this, everyone. We're not making it in 3D. It's 2D. These games are all going to be 2D because I've enjoyed playing 2D games a lot more recently. Making Stardew, got it. We're not making Stardew. We're making like fucking. We're making. I have a greenhouse, or not. I have a greenhouse. I have a single plant, and I live in a New York flat. All right. Rusty retirement. This sounds like Rusty retirement to me. I mean, if people genuinely think that I can make a full-scale title right away, then you're free to be wrong. Just make plant jump. Make the plant jump. Oh my god. So it's a floor Tamagotchi? Yes. I don't know what Rusty's retirement is. Okay. Project settings. Input map, auto load. Fucking, where on earth was the size of the scene again? I'm trying to remember where the size of the scene is. I feel like it's in here somewhere. I'm not going to make a game. I wasn't going to make a one man zero guardian shadow throne look outside. Exactly. Just rolling back on right as reference. Honestly, that's actually wise. Like I've done the tutorial, but obviously that was the very beginning of tutorial. And I do a lot better when I'm in the midst of it, not at the beginning or at the end. Howdy, Mask. Your first 2D game. Why start with 2D? Because it's easier. Oh, I was in the right spot. Fuck. Project settings, display window. Found it. Found it. We're gonna make this 850 by 850. Resizable board, sure, whatever. Close. So now we have our screen size. Why start where you can just finish. Exactly what I'm saying. So now we have the size of our screen. Yay! Exactly. Just making fun of Zaymas. No! No! All right. So let's start with the plant. Make sense? Makes sense. I need a plant. I didn't think far enough ahead. Oh, is there a way to just like draw in app? That actually would be fucking baller. Hold on. And this is why we're doing a basic game. Okay, I can draw a shape using coding. Got it. Okay, I don't want to do that. Yes, I did, Wolby. Have you done Godot stuff? Like, genuine question. Watch Valley do it? Okay. So I called this scene plant because this scene is just going to be the plant itself. But I'm going to be making other scenes where those ones will be for the oh my gosh. What is it? This scene is not going to be the final scene. I'm going to be making a scene that I layer everything else into. So this scene is just going to be the plant. That way I can isolate it and say, all the plant variables are in the fucking plant. I don't have to touch that shit. Yeah. Okay. Image resolution. Yep. No, totally fair. I encourage people to ask me what the fuck I'm doing. As long as you know what the fuck you're asking. I'm just saying, everyone in chat is immediately going, what are you doing? Just constantly. Wow, look at this. This camera has been like 20 minutes. I know, right? Oh, this isn't on my drawing tablet, so I can't draw easily. Hold on. I'm just gonna have this on the other screen for a second. He's making a smoothie. Yeah, exactly. What do you have there? Smoothie. Ask questions when you're doing something seemingly wrong. That's what the best I can offer. I mean, that's totally fine too. I'm just saying, like, when I say, oh yeah, feel free to ask questions to everyone of what I'm doing, I am fully expecting everyone to be like, what's the meaning of life? I'm like, that's not relevant. And plant file, PNG, save. Okay, so now I have a plant. Unrelated news actually made 1 hour DJ set. Hey, that's awesome. So what's the elevator pitch? What's the last game you're making here? The actual game that I'm making currently is I have a plant in the middle. I have a flower or a plant or whatever in the middle of the screen, and it slowly loses water, and you have to water it to keep it from dying. That's it. Like, it is as bare bones as we can get here with a basic game design. It's like, once we have the core of it down, then we can add in like, oh, it has growth stages, or oh, you have to refill the watering can, you know. It's your flavor of the alphabet on a scale of 1 to 10. Q is a very low flavor. I'm gonna give Q like a 2, maybe 2 out of 10. I know you asked for best, but I had to immediately start with just that. However, like if we get a good like P, like a good P is maybe like a 10. All right, there we go. That's your answer. The version to be pitched at anything other than straight up or down, otherwise things break. There's elements that go diagonally. Yeah, they're a thing. A good P. Yeah, I know what I said, bun. All right. Move this. Move some stuffs around on my other monitor here. I'm double checking. How do I draw a thing onto here? What? Okay, animate sprite 2D. Okay. Animate sprite 2D. And then in this, animation frames, empty new animation frames. And then we just add in our, oops. Trash that. Yeah, we don't need new animation. We need to open up plant. There we go. We got a plant. Look at that plant. Bug! Is Stom a bug? Yeah, Stom's a bug. It's a ice bug type. Okay. We got plant. Ignore all the errors here. They're not important. Ignore all the errors. Alright, so now that we have the basis of this, oh shoot, I'm trying to think like what logically should be the next step. We could put a bit of scripting in here to know how much water it is, how much water it has. Alright, so extends node 2D, yep, that's fine. When the plant enters scene for the first time. Okay, we need to set a variable when it loads in for the first time of like how watered it is. Ew, code! Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to have the plant on screen? Does that make you feel better? Too bad you don't get it. All right. So now I have to actually pull up, instead of the tutorial, I pull up the documentation. Online docs. You don't want the plant back. One second. There you go. You get plant back. You can just stare at that. Point. Yep. Oh my gosh. It's like I'm literally just like on the freaking thing here. Okay, I am clearly asking a question that is so low level that it is like that's not in here. Just so I don't get, how quickly after my mistake do you want me to point it out? I don't know, maybe like give me a minute or two, unless it's like dire. It's like, oh no, what the hell are you doing? It's like that's gonna break everything, Zay. Okay, so I just do variable, but can I assign the variable? Oh fuck, where is this? It's like, I'm here to learn, you know? But I recognize that I need to make some mistakes, at least at first. It's like, I know that there's a way that it tells me, like, what a variable is. Which is a really fucking weird phrase. Mining Melancholy? Yep, Donkey Kong Country 2. Mining Melancholy. It's such a good song. Learning on stream, Jay. Yeah, right. So, like, right now, I'm just reading through the tutorial on here again. The plant isn't plant. It's such a good track. And he did such a good job with this cover, too. It's like, so variable mob equals mob scene dot initiate, right? It's like, these things are like pulling up variables. The thing is that I don't know if I type in a variable and just if I can make a variable, or are variables something that are just predetermined. So for example, variable equals water. Is that going to give me an error? Yep. I expect the variable name after variable. So do I have to establish that variable? And then how do I establish that variable? Aha! With the score information, I can read that and see what it wants to do for the score. Because score, you have to assign that score is a variable initially. Otherwise, it just says, yeah, what the fuck is score mean? Okay, pulling this back over. So we have to find, so like, you know, score label.text. Okay, so that's $sign. When I press this, okay, so that's when you connect different nodes together, which we're not doing that quite yet. Not quite yet. Right now, we're just trying to establish what this is. Okay, so this is labeling all the score and everything, but we need the score in the first place. Okay, so we're in the HUD right now. Let's go back a stage. Spawning mobs in. Main script. Variable score. Okay, so you just have var score underneath the extends. So, with this case, it'd be... not car. Var... water. Okay. So now we have a variable called water that's now been established. Oh, shut up. I'm not using delta. I don't know why I didn't delete that. Good, here we come. Yep. Oh, it's gonna be so much spaghetti. It's gonna be tasty sketty. All right. So with that, okay, now we can just be like, okay, the function new game score equals 0. So when we initiate our sprite for the first time, water equals 100. So now when variable water initializes variable water, but doesn't assign it a type. That's a fair point. I don't... What's funny is that there's actually not a instance of assigning a type on the tutorial thing. So that's interesting. Okay, we do have to make a timer. And we're gonna name this water timer. And this will tick every 1 second. And we get out a node and we do a timeout. So every 1 second when this thing triggers, we're going to water minus equals 1. So every second it loses 1 point on here. Type cute. Oh my gosh, right? That's fine, because as soon as you say water concentration, it sets it to be... Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I don't think it's a float because the score system didn't use integers, and it didn't do the decimals, and it displayed just the raw data that it had stored, so it shouldn't be stating as a float. All right. Oh wait, no, we did actually want to pass that. Okay, so what we just did is whenever the water timer ticks over, so every second it ticks once, right? And every time it ticks once, it reduces the amount of the water in the flour by 1. Makes sense. What's the one error? Any parameter delta is never used. Okay, that's fine. It's... You happy now? There we go. Okay. That might be a mistake, but who cares? So we have a plant that now loses water constantly. Now we have to refresh it. So if we want to make this easy to start, we have to, what I want to do is we have a watering can that we pour on it to water the plant. But to start, just to make sure we're doing this right, let's set it up such that we can click on the plant to give it 10 water. So every 10 seconds, we have to click on the flower. So we want to have a, oh shoot, it should be collision shape. What's your errors? Yeah, that's fine. Shape, let's just do a capsule shape because that's fun. Transform. Well, that's a bit big, isn't it? Very generous, just so that I know that I can just kind of click anywhere sensible. So the collision shape's the child of animated sprite. Oh, duh. Yep. No, that makes more sense. So now we have a shape. I don't know if there's a different style of something for something you click on versus something that just kind of exists in the space and something else hits it. But we are going to need this when we do the watering function later on anyways, so I think it's fine to just use this. All right, but now it's less wrong. Exactly. Drag node, please only use the shot area 2D. Yeah, this isn't area 2D. That is quite literally what we have here. Oh no, it says it can't be a child of an animated sprite 2D. Oh, collision shape is a derivative of collision object. So we don't need collision shape, we need collision object. What? Okay, why is my watch buzzing me? Is something important messaging me? Okay, not. It should have said collision objects for a thing. That's odd. Now we're back to collision shape again. Collision shape 2D only serves the purpose of collision shape to a collision object 2D derived node. Oh. Maybe if I read that correctly. The child of area 2D, static body 2, rigid body 2D, character body, etc. Give them shape. Yeah, no, that's what we have. Just we provide for their function. Okay. Remember to read? Bun, I'm making a game. I don't know how to read. You use sprite plus sprite sheet plus animation player, not animated sprites. See, yeah, what's the difference? It's like even in their own tutorial, they never bring up like sprite spreadsheet animated player. They just go straight to animated sprite because you can also have all the other animations and flip between them easily. So it's like, it's really bizarre if people are saying that you really need to change it up like totally separately. It's like, I'm certain that will be fine, at least for now. Okay, so I need to be able to click on this. Is there a like when clicked or no? Okay, so there isn't one that's just like when it's clicked on, which is fine. I'll look that up in the docs. Go, take care, Mask. One click deploy? What? Okay, there's like click and move. Oh, I have to have a click. I have to have a click function. Got it. Okay. So, project settings, input map, new action, click, add. And we have to tell this thing, oh no, it's the mouse one. There it is. So now it's like, whenever I click with the left mouse button, that's now a thing, and it's an action called click. So now we have to assign the click to this. So function get input, and then Bun, click harder.
Every morning is a new morning.
That's the distance to. There's so many more manuals here that I actually could be utilizing to learn a lot more here. And I didn't know that these even existed. Like, these are in the documentations for the manual. They're not in the tutorial thing or even as a suggestion for like, hey, go check this out. So I'm a little bit sad because I probably would have done a couple of these. Like, this is just on 2D movement. This got like one paragraph in the main tutorial and never mentioned that there was an option here. That there's like another section where it says this information. So it's a little, I know you don't want to overwhelm people, but it's like, hey, if you ever want to experiment with, you know, more movement options, consider checking out the manual for the, and then it links to it at the bottom of the movement section. But whatever. Whatever. All right. So this is to move one, but what I need to know is how to identify that I clicked. So we need to find where it has, I guess it's input. No, that's input direction. We need to, I guess, get input. We'll use input, get vector requirements, turn the vector things. But see that. Okay, let's find where it does a click. Okay, so now we're clicking. Get global mouse position. So that's where your mouse is, but we just care if the box that we made is clicked on. Well, we could just do a get input constantly. Okay, so now it's clicking and it just goes right there. Event if action pressed click, target get global mouse position. So that wherever you click, it checks where it is, but event is action pressed click So I think that's what we're looking for. If event is action clicked. And we might have to make another thing on there. Is action underscore, oh my gosh, attribute, because ours is water, not click, which, no, we just have it as click, right? Yeah, we just have it as click. This is already too complicated. Well, you know, I'm trying to explain things in a way that makes some sense, logically, maybe. Okay. This doesn't surprise me. This is already gonna be kind of fucky. Yep, so if that, we click. I only know if-then statements. Wow, then it will just build us all of if-then statements. Okay, this doesn't have a, like, you clicked on the shape that we have. And this may seem like, why are you doing all this when you're gonna have, like, a watering can, you're gonna be pouring on it or whatever. But we have to click on the watering can to pick it up. So I want to know how we can interact with these items in the world. Okay, let's go back to the movement overview. Honestly, if I could make this thing entirely out of if-then statements, I will, but I want to try and make something smarter. Clean code practices. Okay, this is all just like movement and rotation. Like pasta. I've had enough pasta with some of the coding steps I've done. I swear there has to be a way to detect if you've clicked on a thing. Switch case if else. A switch case greater than if else. True. True facts here. Damn. Okay, looking up Godot. Cool, or was I click on collision shape? Oh, someone asked us on the Godot forums. Let's spawn a box, try yada yada. This is from this year, May 19? No, 2019, okay. May of 2019. Deal with a teammate in the game lab who put 5 if statements into one. It's like one line. God damn. I will say, I actually did take a game design class in high school. That was using Yo-Yo Game Maker though. So like, you know, it was drag and drop, free to use. Godot didn't exist yet. So that was oof. But we had our final in this class was like, you know, make a game, basically. That was the final. And we got teams of 3. And me and another person did like all the work, while another person like just did not understand anything. But that game had the most bizarre bugs I've ever encountered, including like having to deal with wind and such. Like, I've never encountered more bizarre bugs than these. And the game was literally, you're just protecting a bunch of corn stalks from crows. You were a scarecrow, an animate scarecrow, running around trying to keep birds away from the crops. and we had a bug where whenever you attacked a crow, it turned into another corn stalk. And then you had to now defend that one. Because it just cared when you lost X amount of corn crops, not when all of them were destroyed. So suddenly there were plants you had to protect anywhere else on the map just because you defeated a crow there. And so we're like, what the fuck is going on? I wasn't doing this at all before today. Why is this acting up? And like, we basically rewrote the entire game to try and fix this, and nothing fucking worked. What we ended up finding out was we just re-uploaded the image for the plants, and it works. And it's like, that was a PNG that had nothing to do with anything here. What? How to just re-posting how to just re-uploading? It was a PNG. There's not even code associated with it. I don't fucking how. That was just one issue. So I'm so excited to have the same shit happen here. Like, I can't wait until, like, oh man, the watering can somehow shoots fire. It's like, I didn't even code fire. Lily, that's so fucking stupid. Yeah, that is so fucking stupid. I love that they, their first tip is to use Godot 3.1. I'm using 4 point something. I'm like not even in the same fucking oh god damn it. Let's see if anything here helps. Box no, yep. Inspect set the pickable property to true. What? Input event. Okay, I think I understand what it's trying to say here, even if it's not strictly what's gonna be used here. Draw hidden item visibility change, child entering tree, child order ready, replacing tree, insert exiting, exit property list, change script change. Okay, so clickable isn't in a thing here. Go back to looking at the flower. That's right, wait, what am I doing? There, you all get flower. No crying. Godot 4.0. So if I was asking on Stack Overflow. So yeah, we gotta see all those stuffs. Some control consuming the input, and you set mouse filter to a. Is this in 4.0? Yep, 4.0. Okay. On mouse entered, on mouse exit, or mouse clicks. What? That's a fucking option? I didn't see those options at all in my collision shape 2D. Some control. None of these are labeled as the correct one. That's annoying. Take pointing click to make sure their input pickable set is true. Input pickable set is true, but where do I find input pickable for this? Short behind top level, nice. Oh, this, I just realized this is gonna be like the most ultimate of the worthless streams, because people who don't know how to code or don't know what's going on in Godot or anything, it's going to be like, yay, we don't know what's going on, we're just gonna watch Zay flail for a bit. And everyone who knows what's going on is gonna be like, wow, this is super frustrating, or wow, this is super boring because I know what he's trying to do, and it's just like, you know, you just gotta fucking do shit. So it's just like, this is gonna be such a good set of streams. On water timeout happens when the timer hits 0. Yep, correct. Because the timer is set to 1 second. So that means every 1 second, the timer hits 0 and then triggers water -1. C# this is completely alien to you. Yay! Oh my gosh, this is such a... Okay, and this person's literally saying that the way this worked was a mystery to him. Said about 100 seconds. I wonder if we set time to. Yeah, no. It's that we set the water to 100 initially because it'll be 100% watered, right? I was gonna learn C# and then I was like, oh, you know what? Godot instead. This is game of C++. Like, oh, wow. Oh, but it's just they're the same thing, Lily. It's fun. Please. I swear I'm gonna just try and upset everyone with these streams. Okay, but is this in 4.0? I love how they just don't list what fucking version of Godot they're using. Oh my gosh. Why am I dense? Child entering tree. Yep, no, not doing any of these things. Yeah, and there's nothing here that's like pickable. I don't know why. I guess I'm in node, not really in the inspector, but it's like people are saying that, yeah, pickable has to be set to true. That is not a thing here at all. And like, I see people are sharing the code that's letting them do this, but I'm trying to understand how this works. It's like if event.type equals event input event.mouse button. But like, is that saying that I have to define the mouse button? If I didn't have to define a mouse button as a click, then why did I have to do this? Just double checking that there's nothing in here. Yep. Links are, yes, links are okay in chat. Win doesn't bop links. And I appreciate asking. Yes, let's try this. Okay. Running script that changes when you click on a sprite in Godot. Clicking door, change your engine. I'm just gonna put this over here. is where you use texture rect with a non-control node as a parent. They have all they need to detect inputs. Otherwise, you got an Area 2D node to the sprite. Then it's input event method to detect clicks. Something for this method. Area 2D extends collision object 2D. Okay, so you can use input to detect these things. Oh, so it doesn't detect that inside the sprite. It just detects that one is that you clicked at all. Make a button to make it invisible. See, that is dirty coding. In order for it to be dark mode, I have to log in, and I don't give a fuck to log into Reddit. I think there's actually a plugin with an extension with this that should make this dark mode, but I just haven't bothered. I am logged in? I don't know why it's not dark mode then. I have this set to be dark mode. I don't fucking know. I rarely use Reddit, so. Gonna plant jump yet? Nope. Yeah, I just wanted to point this out because that's such dirty coding. Just add a button, make it invisible. That is gonna get you in trouble, dude. Down the road. Okay. Texture rect with a non-control node as parent. They have all they need to detect inputs. It uses Reddit. I just said I don't. I so rarely am on Reddit that I haven't bothered to change it into dark mode. Like, hold on, is dark mode a fucking option in here? No. Whatever. Alright, let's take a look at this. Get a uniform and so much too. Using Unity for one day, there's a really hacky way you should too. Yeah. I mean, you know, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. It's like, technically that works, but it's just not a very pleasant way of doing it. You are correct, Wolby, yes. The invisible button is a better answer than the second post, which was make it always detect whenever you click, no matter where you're clicking. It's like, that's worthless. That's completely worthless to what they're trying to do. Okay, Area 2D node to the sprite, which is, I guess, kind of what we have here. Input event method to detect clicks. Check documentation for the next method. Okay. Pulling every frame whether or not the mouse is currently being clicked. Ooh, that's even worse. Oh, that's bad. Oh, imagine that with the whole keyboard. So they have to pull whenever any button is not clicked or clicked. Trying to play a first-person shooter, and it's just, no, we have to check whenever a button is clicked. So they checks, hey, are you not clicked? Right? There's always a worse way of doing these things. All right, input method. Event. Put event requires input pickable to be true and one condition layer to be set. I'm just gonna see what the fuck input pickable is. Oh god, this is... I just want to point this out. It's like, okay, no, input event requires input pickable to be true and at least one collision layer bit to be set. Okay, let's see where input clickable is. It doesn't tell me how to use input clickable correctly. It's like, I get it if you have an understanding of these things, this would make sense, but like, do I type variable input clickable equals true? Except unhandled input events. Child index to connect to input event because input event initiate shape event. But not input pickable. Oh. It's right there. I genuinely saw the red line and went, that's a different section. That's not related to what we're doing. This is, I hope you're all ready. Okay, input pickable. It's now pickable. Anyways, now we can do an input event. So it's not this then. Okay, one second. It's like trying to, that first bit is what's throwing me off right now, because I have to try and remember where all these things are really used. And this is where I'm going to go insane, is trying to remember where like function, ifs, variables, just all of this is gonna be a fucking time. And I'm not gonna do the texture rect with a non-control node as a parent. I don't know why. I just want to try and learn how to do it like this first. There, 2D node to the spray. Yep. Then it's input event method to detect click. So theoretically, oh my god, but event. That's not going to work. CMS spray. Mouse shape enter, mouse shape exit. Is this genuinely something that works? See, where's the flower? Oh yeah, sorry. There you go. Like, I am as bare bones knowledgeable as possible. Like, I really should do like one of these streams offline, basically trying to understand some of these things so I get a cursory understanding to start. Ah, okay. Void input event. Enter shape exit. Okay, I found the entire method list for this. This is actually perfect. So it'd be void then? How is void a valid method? That sounds wrong. And then it looks for an input event. I feel my brain overheating right now. So void input events, click. But that gives me an error. Expected statement found void instead. Okay, so that's not a thing. Got it. Identifier and class body. But that is what it tried to do. So input pickable equals true. So it's looking for an identifier here. I guess bool is pickable. Let's try that. Nope. Yeah, that did make more sense. Changing bool to pickable. Okay, well, maybe I should actually have that be what it was before. Okay, now we're back down to here. Not declaring the current scope. Input event not found in base itself. Oh, input event, I don't know. Fuck, let's just see what variable works. Yep. Oh, wait, that's not a thing. Maybe function? Nope. All that's wrong. All that's wrong. Okay, so now we're trying to find how to use input events. Because, like, it's trying to say this. But it's like, that's not a thing. Howdy, Dusk. Bye, Dusk. Finish off that water. Okay. I need to input events. Shape IDX is the child index of the. Oh, sorry. I need to pull up the fucking there. Is equivalently true and at least one collision layer bit set. Yeah. Input event requires input pickable to be true and at least one collision layer bit to be set. Okay, but how do I use input pickable? Sorry, input events. Void input event, viewport, input event. Okay. So, this is one of those cases where my inexperience truly does show, right? I don't know enough to know what I don't know. Where the fuck? What is this? There it is. So we're looking for input event. Oh my god, I completely lost where I was in this fucking page. Yeah, I think this is correct. So yeah, input event, node, viewport, input event. Is this trying to tell me that I need to put something in the parenthesis, or is this in like how? Because input event. That's a signal the collision emits. Okay. So then in here, could I do is action pressed and then. So like, 1 second. So input event click, that kind of makes sense. Wait, does that need the underscore at the beginning of it? Okay, cool. Yeah, so not found the base itself. Oh boy, I can feel my fucking brain overheating right now. I don't even have the first function and I'm burning out my brain. I want to get this at least started before I call it or have to take a break or something. You're not using texture rect or area 2D. Is this not an area 2D? Oh, it's a node 2D. Fuck me! Oh, that would have helped if I was doing that right. Collision is if something in the world is interacting with it. Area is just you're defining a space. Fuck me. Ah! Oh, I fucking facepalmed so hard there that my vision's blurry. Oh, okay, we're back. Holy shit. You know what? Let's do texture rect first. Like, I'm gonna do the first thing that guy suggests. Easiest way is texture rect the non-control node as a parent. That's what we're doing right now. They have all they need to detect inputs. Okay, we're deleting collision shape and the area 2D first. Holy shit. All right, now I'm gonna pull up the documentation on TextDirect. Thank you. Here, and also because I have this button, it makes me happy because it bugs Bun. It's such a good ara. Like, what the fuck? You'll kick me? Too bad. I have this to help me out. Makes me feel better. All right. Let's see what's going on with Texture Rec then. Yay. This is all coding stuff, so let's say to it. I just want to know what. Okay, fine. I'll just play around with it then. See, filter. Let's try input. Yeah, input would make the most sense. Aha! Right. But how does this... What type of input is it detecting here? That's what I don't know. Inside the control version of it, is this like... Is it saying, oh, whenever you click on that shape or focus? Like, maybe... I don't see... Yeah, I don't think it is the right thing. Like, you're on the right path with input, but I think that this is detecting the input from something else. Let's just clear that out. I think you're on the right path. I love how that post, by the way, just says, has everything you need. The texture rack to the non-control node as a parent has everything they need to detect inputs. Doesn't say what that is. And I'm on the texture rect page in Godot, and now I have to try and figure out a control that displays a texture. For example, an icon inside GUI. The texture's placement can be controlled with a stretch node property. It can scale for a tile. Okay. But this is for a 3D voxel demo, but we might have to look at that in a moment. Properties. And this is just a bunch of different properties associated with it. Mouse filter, overrides controls. So this doesn't say a thing. So we're going to take a look at this demo. So it's just trying to do it for this, but clearly this is clickable. Like that's okay. So there's something here. Let's just say whenever you click on yourself. I don't know. Like, I kind of wish that I could find a section where it just tells us this stuff. Wait, there's another thing I need to look at first. Nodes. Looks in GUI input. Minimum size, mouse entered, mouse exited, resize. So it's for the mouse enters. But we want when it's clicked on. Script change, tree. Theme change, resize. It's like, we're getting somewhere here. GUI input? Is GUI input correct here? I don't know, let's just play around with it then. Function on texture react UI input. Plus equals 10. Input event mount. Oh, that's right. Input event. Or would it be input event mouse button, or would it be the other thing? All right. No, that makes sense. Now, why is this give me an error now? What do you mean unexpected indented block? Yeah, I was gonna fucking say that's exactly where that should be. Oh, you're right. It doesn't pass. But yeah, Gunny, you're totally not missing anything. You're right. Yep. Yep. Hi everyone, we're getting started with the most basics of basics for Zay. Line 18 should be events? But I thought that we're trying to define that it's a mouse button click specifically. All right, see, I am not doubting you at all, and I'm not questioning because I think you're wrong. I'm questioning because I'm trying to learn this part, right? So we're going to be putting event inside the brackets, and then below we're going to be saying what that event is. Or how would we define the mouse button input? It's a name that holds the data of the event. Okay. Yeah, Gunna, you haven't missed much. Parameter? Okay. The parameter of a function is what you receive. It's not a filter. So by saying event, you receive an event. It is up to you to check what kind you receive. Got it. Okay. No, this is why I ask. Thank you all for the help. And then in here, it's if event equals mouse click then? Obviously, I'm simplifying things, but if event equals event input mouse button. Event, oh. What's a that at the end? Interesting. Oh, and then line 20 is indenting, so it's put in here. I'm learning! Yep. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm learning! We'll see how much of this sticks with me. So the one thing that we need to do now is I need it to draw on screen that the water is lowering. I'm gonna type so much. I'm sorry. But don't worry. The icon here is holding a fish. That makes everything a little bit better. Oh, and we have a very pretty flower. See? Oh, I need to actually probably put this on the flower, huh? There we go. We have a pretty flower. Before I make a water level bar, I want it to say how much water it has. Like, I just want it to say on screen. Don't see, Ken. I know. But, you know, we got like a little flower we're going off the water. It's not going to be a Ken, sadly. All right. We solved one thing. I don't even know if this strictly will work yet, but you know what? Let's go with it. Yep. I'm actually going to the HUD layout section of this just to confirm how this works. We're just going to add the HUD onto here. What? Okay, clearly the HUD is a different thing. I'm gonna double check where the fuck this is. Oh, okay, no, I remember now. We have to make a new scene in here. and this is a other node, and this is just a default node, because that's how you display text as a HUD anyways. Save these. Okay. And then in here we can put all the HUD stuffs. It's like I have the tutorial thing about like HUD specifically here. So yeah, we just add the labels for everything and we just define what's in those labels. Which, why don't I just do a label in here just to make sure this fucking works? I don't know why I'm doing like a whole HUD setup when honestly we can just get away with just doing labels in here just for now. Yeah, you're right, it shouldn't be. I was making it more complicated than I need to be. Okay. Layouts. Just center top. Where is theme overrides, font sizes? Okay. So now we have this. So now we go back into our code. And we can, okay. We just want it so that whatever the current water amount is what's said on the thing. So, where's the thing where they type in the score on here? Click on the score, type number of text field. A separate function to handle changing the value. Probably wise. Right now I'm trying to look for where a function, what that function is. Like what that function will look like. Honestly, process would make more sense because, yeah, we're going to need this to update every frame. Like, we're just gonna have the whenever the timer ticks over, it just changes the number. But in the process, it's gonna be checking every frame. Hey, what's the current fucking number at? Okay, I think I found what I need. Okay. Water level dots text equals. Is that? That seems wrong. No, that is wrong. Yeah, that's just gonna say water on it. Oh, yeah. And we got a crash. We got an error. Yep. So that is not defined as a thing. Like, it doesn't know what I'm trying to type in there. Yeah, that's... I figure that's wrong. So, we need a thing that can understand this. No, I don't think so. Like, the, kind of the example thing here, right? So this is to do a score in a game, and the score is ticking every second. So it's kind of how I have a core understanding of this basic thing. And it's score label, so that's, you know, they had a thing called score. So yeah, score label.text equals str. The fuck is str? Oh, string. That's what that means. String water. Okay. Just right now, in case no one else did, just because it is working does not mean it's correct. Oh, absolutely. Gunny, trust me. Trust me. I have a core understanding of that one. We were actually calling out some really bad coding in some Reddit posts earlier. Like, that's kind of why I'm trying to learn a lot of different things, and why I might be a little bit stubborn with the process I'm doing, because I want to learn how I am trying to do this, and then I can figure out how to do that one better. It's like, or even my stubborn ass way of doing it might be a method of doing something else later. Okay. And I believe it had to mark it as a label as well. Nope. Okay, so this is where it failed again. I was passed on a lesson to new programmers that learning programs about stumbling across new understandings and knowledge, not the first positive result. Yeah. Yep. No, I'm familiar with that one. The early Sammy programs that I made versus the more recent stuffs are very different. Water level's correct? Alright, let's just try it. Nope. Failed again. Like, the tutorial they have here, they do have score label. And label's not a thing. Or, they didn't name it score label, they just called it score. Oh, duh. Wow! It's not lowering. Huh, every time I click in, it's 10. Every time I let go, it's 10. You're right. I never told the timer to start. That is directly in here. Auto start on. I'm so good at the game. Wow! Oh, we made a thing. Where's my auto clicker? So, who's ready for the flood? Oh no! Tsunami! I didn't put a max of 100 on this. I play a lot of idle games and I can't click a lot, so I have an auto clicker. Now ship it on mobile. We're good. Slap some ads on the bottom. We got a game. I'll be a millionaire in no time. That's how you our plant. Stop melting the polar ice caps. I'm sorry, but my plant needs to be watered, Gunny. It's very important. All right. And then what we want to do is input mouse event if water is greater than 100, set to 100 instead. Make sense? Oh yeah, that's a fair point. What am I doing? Exactly, Gunny. Line 20, let's see what event holds. Ooh. Yep. That's good. Yeah. I didn't know minimum was a option. Yo, that's perfect. Didn't even know that was an option. Okay. See, that's good to know, is that we can do minimums in this way. Okay, so I have no idea if Godot has. Oh, let's find out. Guess what? It didn't work. It gave us 100. Okay, I think we need to change it up a little bit. But I think we're onto something here. Fair. Farmer's suggestion, make a function whose only job is to change the water variable. Then you can handle logic and limits where that call method and you want to change water. That's probably more useful. Okay, yeah. So now that works. Click to dump 1 bucket of water. All right, so let's get down a little bit. I might adjust this timer just for testing purposes. Yeah, that works. I just don't want it to also trigger when I release the mouse button. Because right now it triggers when I click on it and when I release. Oh, jeez. Burps. Oh, that's right. My cup of water is empty. Yeah, that's really my only issue with that currently. Mouse button click is what we want. Hold on a second. Waypoint line 20 check event. Ah, yeah. Okay. Fuck. How do I actually see filter stack variables? Only variables are self event, object ID, set pickable on. Let's actually breakpoint on here just in case. Oh. Now take the next event. Oh my god, there's more info here. I didn't know that. I actually have more info. Okay. Pressed on, double click, not on, factor 1, button index. So pressed is true, yeah. Does it also have uncanny variables? Maybe it stores whether it goes down or, right, there we go. Yeah, we're just learning. But pressed, if we turn pressed off, then it doesn't detect the press at all. Then, but let's just turn it off, yeah, and just hit continue and see what the fuck happens. Bottom right corner. Where's... Oh. Oh. We hit the breakpoint again, didn't we? Flower's still there. It just crashed. Okay, 1 second. Agent and event.press. Yeah, that would make sense. Oh, no one look at my computer stats. Wow. That makes sense. I am gonna lower this to be like, I don't know, 0.1 second. Let's just double check if there's anything on here. Toxic GPU, yep. Yep. Alright, event is and event dot budget. See what happens. Man, it's real dry up in here. Yep, that's working. Wow, look how dry my flower is. It was not in the list, Tio. Oh yeah, I can go negative. Huh. Didn't think about that. Is it clicker? No, my first game was actually a horror maze game that I made back in high school. Or some circle gel on it. Yeah, right. There, we good? But yeah, no. This is pretty much the first thing I've done in Godot. But no, we're just doing testing stuff, so it's fine. We did it! We made a game! It's so easy! See, now we're at the part where it's like, it's just kind of adding and figuring things out. Which is a lot better in my mind. I like this stage a lot more. Okay. Water! Water! Anyways. We could have a little... Well, let's make it so that when it reaches 0, you lose. Sound good? Okay. And that is a thing in this. I have to find it. The flower, just the word water above it. Yeah. It really plays to like the needs and wants of the players. And it asks the hard questions. Shut down PC if 0 is hit. Delete internet if 0. And I'm just like scrolling through to find how they do the game over stuffs. Okay. So, in their process... Wait, no. It's not in the process, it's just its own function. Function game over. And then... Water timer... Stop. So we're just telling the water timer to stop if we hit game over. Yep. Now, to trigger a game over state, we have to, at any frame, have 0 or less. Okay. How do I define that as a variable in this case? Water less than or equals 0. Oh my god, if I can type. In process or in timer timeout? In timer timeout would end you when it lowers by 10. Yeah, you know what, that would make more sense. That sure would make more sense. Because that's when it's lowering the amount. If water less than or equals 0, fucking format hard drive. Delete internet. There we go. That good? We good? Okay, so if this happens, delete this. Oh my gosh. I can tell I'm starting to lose it a bit. Actually, the mouse moved every time you click is moved every... Oh my god, that'd be bad. 5 minutes, 12 mil. Brag about it. That's pretty good. Wow, Huntabo threw a ball at a ball. That's... What the balls touch, it's gay. Alright. If this, then... How do I call the game over? 1 second. Get in the ball! Oh, is that really that it? Oh, because this is saying what this function is and what happens for it. This is triggering the function. Okay, I'm starting to get an understanding. So we stop the water timer, and then we have water level dot text equals string, or I guess we just have it say fucking dry bitch. Oh, you got a Talo! Okay, so we can add plus 10. Now we let it tick down. Oh! And then it triggered that one more time to say 0. It should have stopped it and then said dry bitch. Huh. I know what happens? Okay, what's going on? Such a thing as self-identified Schadenfreude? Like, you appreciate when other people are in the pain you've experienced yourself, so artist tries game dev in the favorite genre of that. Yeah! Except I like this, so I mean, is it really Schadenfreude? Because I'm not really suffering. I mean, in general, I'm always suffering, but I like learning. And I have people who's like, Jose, this is stupid. What is process? Process is a thing that triggers every single frame. So, yeah, we would have to stop that process at game over. Yeah, process triggers every single frame, and it says that the water level text is this. So, logically, if we put this into the function whenever we click, then it'll, well, no, we want it to update whenever it reduces the amount as well. So we could put this into the water timer timeout, but we have to put this into both, and we don't want to do that. That's silly. So what Gunny was saying earlier about having a thing that is just the thing that handles all of the water timers. Suggestion. It's a challenge, they said optimistically. No, I've done like silly stupid shit in the past. You've not seen my bot for streams. My Twitch bot is probably one of the most complicated Twitch bots on Twitch. Win is a mess. No, I do actually appreciate the challenges. Timer instead, or check for game running Boolean in process. Yeah, Boolean. But you say stop the timer instead. I am stopping the timer. Game over equals false, then in process. If game over, update label. Hey, thanks. I mean, it uses Sammy as a core for it, but I have basically programmed entire mini games in Sammy, so. But you know, some help from Wolby here with learning some of the intricacies of Sammy stuff. By the way, Wolby, side note, I have a function now. I got the code I got set up, but I have a function that allows my bot to talk, like fully talk. And like, you know, respond to people and everything, and I at some point need to hook it into Sammy so Twitch chat can talk to win. We have neutered the state of there's 100 ways to achieve this. I know, right? Line 3 is leftover curvature. Oh yeah, no, you're correct actually. Alright, sorry. Oh, now I have to read through stuff. But yeah, howdy, welcome to the stream, Radium. And yeah, this is gonna be a fun time, and I mean, honestly, good on you for having gone through this stuff too. Do some ask. All right. I have to read stuff. Stop timer. instead, or check for game running boolean in process. Game over equals false, then in process, if game over, update label. So in here it'd be if game over, then we update the label. Now okay, question here, right? Why is it when I tell it to stop the timer and then change the text to, dry bitch, the timer times out? Oh wait, where does it update actually? Okay, it updates every single frame. Okay, so we're updating to dry bitch, and then it says, oh, but the water number is 0. Yep, process is still running. Yep. Figured that one out. All right. Game over equals false. New process only if game is not over. Yep. But it says if game over equals false. I guess we haven't triggered this function yet, so game over would be false. Game over would be a variable like water. Except a boolean. Now what is a boolean? Is that like a cube you put in water? It makes a nice stock. Okay, true, false. That makes sense. Okay, so where would I put that in? So I'm also like reading through to just like figure out where I'm putting everything. In process. If game over. Or text dry bitch. Yay. Or do you define water? Asking the hard-hitting questions here. We define water at the very top as a variable. And then the second that it triggers. Second that the game triggers. Alright. This stream is just your head sing water and water and water version of Final Fantasy VIII music. Larthan, these streams are going to be a disaster because it's going to be of interest to only like 3 people in my entire community, and the rest are going to be, I want to see Zay suffer, and that's what's going to happen basically. Yes. Oh, here's the variable and a function having the same name. I don't think so. Oh my gosh. I'm like trying to read up ahead and going, where the fuck was I in this stage? Okay, so if game over just triggered, then we just say dry bitch. Oh, we want to stop this. This old programmer 2 has been a few years and dying to get back into it. Well, here's your perfect excuse. Godot is free. And you can suffer as well. You can learn along. And then you can go and be like, yo, Zay, that's totally wrong. Try this thing I found. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what are we trying to do right now? We're trying to make it so that the... I probably... it's probably important to note, I ran out of ADHD medication this morning. Like, I spent basically a good chunk of yesterday trying to amend that before today, because it's like multiple rounds of stuff. So like, it's slowly becoming more of a mess here. If game over, water level to X equals strength to water. Okay. Oh wait, there. Else. Oh. Video blocking. Work together. You know, the guy blocking arrows hitting the new guy. The arrows are what I want to say. Yeah, right. Else in line with if needs a. Oh. Test it. Dry, bitch. So there's been a flaw. Damn it. Function game with the same name as previously described. Oh, okay, so we can have a function and variable with the same name. Oh yeah, no, I actually have to tell Gunny to like simplify shit when discussing things with other people. Like actively, I have to correct Gunny with some stuffs. Okay, so we can have a variable called game underscore over, but can we have a variable that's called game over? Yes, we can! If game over, and then this sets... One second. How do we define... Where do we define water again? Okay. Look at that bitch drying out. Let's keep it moist. All right, let's see it fail. All right, dry bitch. Do it, so I think he's gonna need to finagle tangle on the Fibonacci kickflip. Otherwise, he's gonna have a Pythagorean cascade. I honestly read that as a Pythagorean crusade, and that sounds way fucking cooler. There's a game on the store page, dry bitch. Click game over, it's false. Dry me, bitch. Okay. So yeah, we have a game, everybody. It's not much of a game, but we have a thing that exists. Okay. Look at this dried out. Let's keep it moist. Picturing armored field charging across the field. Right ankles, bitch. Look at this drying out. Let's keep it moist. Fair. Yeah, no, that would be a way better fucking quote. Oh, better if that can cascade than a platonic crusade, I always say. Can someone actually quote that? That's fucking hilarious. That's so stupid. I love it. Alright, oh fuck, what was I doing? Oh, well, I mean, the core of the gameplay exists now. God. My brain hurts. Oh, I meant the radium skull thing. You missed a D. It makes sense, Bun. You're pretty good at missing the D's, so... You just copy paste it and try one more time. I'm gonna be insufferable. Actually gonna real quick just see if Doctor got back to me about my fucking medication. Alright, now the Pythagorean theorem one's crusade. That bitch. Oh, jeez. Bun's doing good work. Oh wow, apparently they got back to me 12 minutes after I went live. So that's fun. Do-do-do. Okay, let's Pokemon. I thought about the newest guy who's way behind Pokemon because doesn't really care for Pokemon. I mean, whatever. I like Pokemon. That's evidenced by the fact that I have an entire Pokemon minigame. Alright, sorry. Yeah, I might have to, I might have to call the hospital and, like, fucking schedule some shit, and then I might have to, like, go out and pick up ADHD meds today before stuff's closed for the weekend. I think I need to be the responsible person and actually call stream here, because there's a chance that I might have to, like, disappear for, like, at least a few hours just to resolve all this. Because, yeah, ADHD medication is a controlled substance, which makes it a huge pain in the ass to get stuffs. Responsible? Who, me? Yeah, right. Yeah. All right. I will say, I've done a lot more today than I thought I could. Oh, Alpha, I completely understood where you were saying. I didn't think you were being like, oh, it's awful shit or anything. It's like, people go in and out of it. Like, people's interests can be in a certain stage of it, or haven't really thought about it, or have thought to be interested or ever look at it after a certain stage. It's like, that's completely freaking fine. I'm sorry, you built a game. I built a game! Hooray! Now I know why people have teams to do shit. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to call this one here. Is there, I don't know, is there someone online that I can just go and raid and just beat everyone at and have everyone put some dancing frimps in? Ooh, Trust is online. It's been a hot minute since we've gone over to see Trust. You know what? We're gonna go raid them. Get your shrimps ready, or sorry, your frimps. Copy your pro message, your sub copy sub message. If you're not a sub copy, then not a sub message. We're gonna go over and just kind of just go and yell at Trust. They're an absolutely fantastic individual. It's actually helped out with various projects I've in the past as well. And it's just a good bean. If you don't plan on staying, that's totally fine. Currently, we're doing Minecraft stuffs actually. But no, if you don't plan on staying, it's totally fine. But at the very least, going over, show a little bit of love, spam a bunch of hearts or whatnot in their stream, and see what they have going on. Hopefully, I will be live tomorrow with more game dev stuffs. Let me put up the ending scene. Might be kind of important, huh? But yeah, hopefully I will be live tomorrow with more game dev stuffs. I want to progress more on this, right? I have a list of stuff that I want to add into this to kind of learn more and understand better what I'm doing with Godot, how things works, and to put thoughts into execution for the practice so I can have an understanding of what I'm doing and how to further progress when I'm not live and have people who can correct me on mistakes, errors, and how to do things better. But yeah, that's the current plan. I'll see you all in the future. Good night, goodbye, stay awesome, and always remember that is the most fun.